right, bing, 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 bing. The Insider's Room is here. We are now featured on Picks and Parlays, and we're going to be trying to do a little bit of live wagering tonight. We're going to be looking at the Boston and Toronto game. I got down on this early yesterday. I have +3 with Boston, so we'll see what transpires. We'll see if any opportunities come up where we might do the whole game. We might just do the first half. We don't have any set schedules right now, but now I am joined by Mr. Dan Kaiser from Picks and Parlays and from Covers Experts, and also Mr. AM Plus Money. I'll bring both these gentlemen right now. What's up, boys? How's it going?
Good, mate.
Good.
What's going on?
So, anything going on? The Boston-Toronto game will get going here any second. Anything early going on with UAM here? How about we'll start with UAM?
Oh yeah. Well, are you looking for some plays that I'm on?
Yeah, I'm just sort of interested if there's any of this earlier stuff that's going on here that you are on right now, or any close ones or anything.
Yeah. So actually, I cashed the Minnesota Lynx earlier, -5, and I'm just waiting on the Sparks to start. I got the Sparks as a huge upset. Actually, the New York Liberties are about to beat the Washington Mystics as a +1,400 dog, so that's pretty insane. They're a 15-point underdog today. Gonna get their first win of the season, the New York Liberties. But
wow,
actually, I'm just sweating out this Yankees game right now.
And Dan and I were on that one. So who do you have in that?
I think he's gone.
Oh, AM is gone. Well,
just
something. Maybe the East Coast got wiped out. If that was the case, I guess you'd be gone too, buddy.
I'm in the Midwest.
Okay, so you're in the middle. So,
oh, Jesus
listen, here he is. He's back. We got cut off there for 1 second, AM. So who are you on that? Who are you on in that New York game?
No, I wasn't playing it. I find it interesting that they're going to win as a +1,400 dog. Like, that's crazy. They're going to get their first win of the season.
Sorry, I was talking about the Yanks.
Oh yeah, the Yanks for sure. Yeah, the Yankees. I'm on the Yankees.
Okay, got it.
And it's pretty much a snooze fest. 0-0 in the 8th inning. Waiting for something to happen here. Both teams have gotten on base, but.
Yeah, really strong performances there by both Tanaka and Snell, who've both had success against their respective opponents here. But yeah, the game that we are really looking at here to possibly do live wagering on is this Boston-Toronto game. I mean, any of these games we could do anything. That's sort of the game that we're featured or talking about. I got to say that I wouldn't mind seeing Edmonton score here because I do have a client play out on Edmonton.
Well, Columbus just went up 2-0 on the Leafs.
Wow.
Nobody believed me because you know me, I'm from Toronto. Nobody believed me when I said the Leafs were going to choke out of the playoffs. Everybody were so confident around these parts that Toronto was going to advance, and they said it best last night when they blew a 3-0 lead and lost it in overtime. Like, if that doesn't scream choke artists, the Leafs, then I don't know how else to describe them, man. Like,
I hear you. So Dan,
yes,
we were talking earlier. You're also on Edmonton, right?
I'm on Edmonton. I'm on the Yankees, and I'm on the 76ers. So. It's down to the last few seconds. I'm a 3-point shot away at the buzzer from getting screwed on this one, so by a half a point. So
on the Orlando Philly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm laying 4.5, and it's sitting at 7 with 10 seconds to go. And Orlando has the ball.
Wow.
So if you see me run away from the screen, it's because I ran outside to start screaming, so I don't do it on the air. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go.
So what was that? That they're just running it out?
Yeah, I don't know what they tried to throw it down low in the paint, and then B
Uh-huh.
just grabbed it out of the air.
Nice.
So, all right.
Nice, buddy. How about tomorrow, you guys? Tomorrow it looks like a really tough board, really.
Oh, there's a lot of soccer tomorrow that I'm going to be looking at.
Okay. So you're going to be, because they only have the one line out in the NBA. They only have two in the NHL.
Yeah.
But the Rangers, that's all they'll be playing. It's just the two games.
WNBA, they don't even post the line till like 4 hours before. They wait late on those ones.
Yeah, because you put out a couple of WNBA picks. And
I'm all about the WNBA.
Yeah, I went to Jazz to bet them, and they weren't there. And I'm like, what? All right, wait. Like there's like 2 hours or something before the game, they finally popped up.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Yeah, that happened to me the other day. I kept waiting. It was like 4 o'clock. I'm like, this game starts in 2 hours. They're gonna post this line.
Well, yeah, unless you have the under in that Yankees Rays game, then you'd be loving it.
Oh, that would have been a solid play. Full-time draw.
Mm-hmm.
Blackhawks just scored.
Oh boy!
Wow. You should know that the over/under on that today, Edmonton Chicago, was 7.
Okay, I saw it early at 6.5, but yeah.
Yeah, and then went all the way up to 7. So I mean, if Edmonton can get the equalizer here, but still to see Pittsburgh go out. I mean, that's 3 playoffs in a row now that they have stumbled. So I would have to think changes are coming for sure. But I mean, where do you go with that lineup? I mean, it's filled with aging superstars. It's just, and like, do you just ditch them after all the championships and hard work that they put in and everything? I mean, it's a business, but as if Sid the Kid would ever be moved, no matter what. You know what I mean? But I mean, I guess we would have said the same thing about Tom Brady. We never would have thought he would have ever left.
Yeah.
So, do you think Sid the Kid?
I still go back.
Gretzky left.
Gretzky
left twice.
Yeah, I'm like, if you're gonna get rid of Gretzky, like,
it's true. He could. Maybe he'd go to Seattle. The Kraken. That's what they're called, eh?
I know.
They're called the Seattle Kraken. Wow.
I actually kind of like that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's got a cool. They already have a cool logo and everything. Well, right next to the ocean, you can see the big Kraken coming out of the ocean all the time.
Yeah.
And then the close connection with the Kraken and the Canucks. It's the Kraken versus the Canucks. It has a good ring to it.
Yeah, that's what they were going for. Another rivalry there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been watching these Edmonton games. Where's Grant Fuhr when you need him?
Jeez, that actually makes me interested to actually go see a Canucks game, is to see a Kraken game. Honestly, I used to have Canucks season tickets, but I haven't been in years. I mean, it's expensive, and it just hasn't been as exciting as it was back in the day with Naslund and Bertuzzi and all the rest of those guys. You know what I mean? That's when I was going all the time in the 90s. But that would get me interested, I think, to go over, catch the boat over in better times, hopefully for next season.
That's if you're allowed in, or if we're allowed over.
Well, that's the thing as well, is when is the next season? Can we talk about that for 1 second? When is the next season for the NBA and NHL? Like right around Christmas? This is going to end around When? When is it going to end? And when does the new season start? I'm just so thankful that it has started that I haven't really even begun to think about when it's going to end and when the next season is going to start.
I feel like they're not going to take that long of a break in between.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same.
I can't see it being more than a month long.
Maybe 2. But, yeah. So yesterday, it was supposed to be the Hall of Fame game. Of course, that never happened. Wow, unbelievable about Chicago. See, these are 2 teams that completely benefited from that time off. Chicago healed up, game planned, has all these veterans on there. Same as Montreal. I mean, that was surprising how good Carey Price played. That time off, no question, helped him. I mean, unbelievable.
You know what I find interesting about today?
They were saying something today, like Montreal, out of the 24 teams that are playing now, they have the worst win percentage out of all 24.
Wow.
So anyone have the under in Boston? Toronto's got to be loving life too at this moment. 3 points in 3 minutes. I mean, a point a minute. You're going to we're on pace for 12 points here in the first quarter.
Yeah, so you know what I find interesting about today in the NHL?
That
tell me
Arizona
if you notice.
wins, Montreal wins.
Yeah,
well,
tell me if you notice something.
Yeah, Columbus is going to win in Chicago.
All of the teams on the brink of elimination are basically gone. So now, do you bet Vancouver just for the straight sweep, or do you go with Minnesota to break that trend tonight? Like, what are the odds all 6 teams get eliminated?
Yeah, no, I'm with you with the law of averages on that. I think the law of averages is really flawed, but still, there is some. I look at that kind of information all the time, so I'm with you on that.
Personally, I'm on Minnesota tonight. I think Vancouver advances, but I think it's going to take 5 games. I think Vancouver's going to get themselves into penalty trouble.
Yeah,
and I think it's gonna come back to bite them. They got a lot of lucky breaks in the last game, and I think for sure that if they get into the box tonight, then Minnesota is gonna find ways to put the puck in the back of the net.
Let's check what the over is on the live line here on that in that Toronto game, because it's so low right now. You know.
Yeah.
Let's take a look here. Dun, dun, dun. NBA in-game lines.
Looks like the Yankees might blow it in the 8th.
2:15. 2:15. What was the opening total?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
222. 222. Wow. Tampa Bay, though, is so anemic at the plate. Do you think they can finally do something at the bottom of the 8th?
I hope not.
I hope not either.
I'd rather take my chances going into extra innings and let the Yankees pound one with no outs and a guy on second.
Something that was interesting you were telling me in our Discord there, and so you guys come join our Discord. If you go to any of our different channels, you can find a link to the Discord. But you hit all 3 dogs on the money line in the NBA yesterday.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I hit 2 dogs in the NBA. The other one was in the WNBA. It was the Phoenix Mercury.
I see.
But, yeah.
So let's see what's going on here. 2:15. It's down to 2:13 and a half now. See if we can get it down to 200. I mean, I wonder if it would ever drop that low. 12 points, though, if you can get that to 6 minutes, that's... Yeah, you're looking at a 100-point game.
We've talked earlier in the past on some shows about how like that it seemed like the NBA wanted the Pelicans, to get in there and make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should ask the Pelicans if they wanted to make the playoffs.
That's the real question, wasn't it?
Yeah, they haven't really been playing like it.
Yeah, it seems like Zion isn't doing that well with the spotlight on him or something. He just, I don't know. What do you think's going on?
I think he's still not in shape, and they don't want to waste him. I mean, look, he's been injured in college. He got injured in summer league. He got injured in the beginning of the season. He's just injury.
Well, injured is. I mean, I guess he was, but still, they must be so careful. Even any tiny little anything, just because he's worth $100 million, etc. So we are sitting on a timeout. So this is the best time, you guys, for people looking to do live wagering. Of course, you wait until the commercial break. So it's sitting at 213.5. This total. This is kind of what I'm interested in because I have Boston. So Boston's now a minus 2.5 point favorite. I have them at +3 for the game. So I would be looking. Personally, I was kind of looking at betting the over, but I still would like to see if it can drop down a bit more. Before I did that, so I'm going to wait a little bit here and just keep my eye on that total. Again, it opened at 222, and now it's down to 213.5 in this Boston-Toronto game. Boston's currently leading 10-2, and they're about halfway through the first quarter. We also have our eyes on that Edmonton-Chicago game where Chicago has taken a 3-2 lead. They're looking to join Montreal as big underdogs and long shots to even make the playoffs and bump out these, really highly favored teams. Edmonton and Pittsburgh were two of the, every other series was almost, Toronto, I guess. So Toronto, Pittsburgh and Edmonton were pretty much had the biggest
and
juice
Nashville.
in the game series. Yeah, Nashville. But still, that was sort of more a pick'em range.
Yeah, I guess. In the minus 130 range.
Yeah. So Tampa Bay now has runners on second and third. So we have our eyes on.
They now have a run. It's 1-0 for the Rays.
And is it 2 out then?
It is 2 outs. It was sack fly.
All right.
So now
San
let's see
Diego.
if the Yankees can put their big boy boots on.
San Diego. So there's a solid underdog winner for Baltimore there. Was that Anibal Sanchez's first game back? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Not
If
sure.
it was, jeez, it's the fact that he was a minus 180 favorite. Because I don't remember him pitching before. Just gonna. Still can't believe we have sports back though.
Yeah, it's been nice. Just
That's
sitting,
a lovely feeling.
hockey starting at noon, and
It's crazy, eh? Well, I guess when the playoffs really do start, it'll be more of a traditional time and everything. It won't be like all day long, and I guess baseball will continue to be during the day, though. Huh.
it's just kind of like March Madness, but with all different sports.
Yeah. Okay. Well, looks like Edmonton. Everyone falls in for that in Canada, especially listening to the announcers and all the talking heads speak about the Canadian teams and stuff. So, 17 points in this. Let's see what it is. Remember, it was at 213.5. Ooh, the total is off currently. Oh, no, 211. So 211. I'm still going to hold out.
Looks like the Yankees escaped with just the one run, Dan.
One run, all right.
Still.
That's just one swing from tying it up.
One inning to do it.
Yeah, well, that's the Yankees. Come on. Have faith. You know I hate them.
Never count them out.
Too many men on the ice for Edmonton. See, rookie mistakes left and right everywhere. Kane is the best player on the ice in this series, for sure. Wouldn't you say, Patrick Kane? Dominated?
Yeah, they're trying to get the goalie off, and they got too many men on the ice.
Wow, 21 points so far in the first quarter here. Let me see if I can get an updated total. Down to 209.5. It's just dropping like a rock. So Legion of Picks has already won his play on the Detroit-Pittsburgh over, correct?
Yep. Yeah.
And he has a play also on Minnesota. So that line actually opened like in the minus 170 range, and it dropped all the way down to like minus 135, which I believe is what he played it at. And he has a slim 2-1 lead over Kansas City there. Legion of Picks is sort of back in action a little bit, and so that's really cool. Look at this, you guys. 21 points in the first quarter. We're at the 3-minute mark. Wow. Well, that's this total at now.
That's bad.
206.5.
NBA action. It's fantastic.
Today they're allowed to play defense in the bubble, Dan.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I haven't been watching the game. Maybe they're missing.
They rotate days. Yeah. Today was a defense day. Yesterday was an offense day.
Oh, we have 3 people watching or something. They're watching. They're not saying anything. But, you guys, we are killing it. We are making lots of headway.
Are you good if I make the show a little greener?
Up to you, buddy.
Okay.
Wow. Edmonton. Unbelievable.
That game's over.
Yep. Man, people in Edmonton are going to be hating life. So it went back to 209. Huh. It got down to 206.5.
Yeah, isn't it funny how both hub cities hosting are going to be kicked out before the playoffs even start?
Yeah. Not like fans are there, but might even make it easier if those teams aren't there. I don't know. For the people working and stuff.
Oh, Chicago almost scored again. Jeez.
Well, it's going under that one, though. After they had 4 goals in the first period. So let's check this total. 208. I get over under 95.5 in the first half. 95.5 in the first half. They have 26 now. So that's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago wins. Chicago win.
Edmonton is out. Now there's
Darn.
a huge fight going on the ice.
That's no good.
Massive scrum. I'm curious to see if the Leafs.
So is Vancouver the last Canadian team left?
Yeah.
No, there's Montreal too, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Montreal's
That's great. Really
forgettable.
Hopefully, I don't know. I guess you have Minnesota, and I do like your reasoning behind that more now. But that wasn't your reasoning going in.
No. I think, like I said, I think that Vancouver's going to get themselves into penalty trouble, and it's not going to go their way in this one. But I still think Vancouver probably advances in the fifth game.
207.5. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to wait till the end of this first quarter and then consider playing that over and see what happens here in this last little bit.
Well, Dan, it's 2 outs in the ninth inning for the Yankees.
Yeah.
It's looking bleak.
Well, when I saw Stanton pop out in foul territory to the first baseman, I figured there wasn't our chance.
Well, underbettors are loving that one as well. Minnesota wasn't able to cash in there. Well, not the best results so far for me today. Too bad about New York. But this Boston, I mean, who knows what's going to happen here. But yeah, I'm glad we're holding out here because they're still not scoring anything. Missing defensive rebound, nothing for long periods of time. Raptors turnover shot clock violation. What's the total at now? Must be down, getting so close now to 200. 206. So yeah, how about tomorrow's card then, boys? That'd be something to look at. So I'm gonna pull it up here. The whole thing.
All right.
So they only have lines out for the one basketball game. And that's the first game going off. That's the Clippers in Portland. I kind of like the under in that one. Then I can see Milwaukee and Dallas. That's a really interesting one. I was talking to people in Discord about that this morning that I really liked, or I have my eyes on that one as well. I do like Dallas there. They don't really have lines out for it, although I do see one at Bookmaker. At nowhere else, though, but it's showing Dallas as +9. And then in the NHL, it's game 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs between Vegas and Colorado. And then it's Philly and Tampa Bay. So It's basically a pick'em, I think, here between Vegas and Colorado's a pick'em. Same with Philly and Tampa. Basically, totals are at 5.5.
Well, the Vegas Colorado game. That's not.
That's going to be round robin, right?
Yeah, that's a seeding game.
Because I was going to say, there's no way they're making the top 4 play each other.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's one of the round robin seeding game things that they're doing.
Right.
I don't like to bet on those games because I don't know. I find like a team like Boston, yeah, they're probably not happy that they're going to go 0-3, but like I don't know. Can you do you really care at the same time? Because you're still going to make it no matter what. You could lose all 3 games. You're going to be in the playoffs. You're just going to be in a shittier seat.
Yeah.
Nelson is here. So far, I'm 3 for 3 in the NHL. I've lost every game. Oh, man. Buddy, join some of the rest of us as well.
Yeah, the NHL has not been good to me so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hit or miss.
It's been a difficult day. It's been a difficult day.
Like, I got the Coyotes and the Islanders today, but I got destroyed yesterday by the NHL, so.
Yeah. Well, look at this. 32 points scored in Boston, Toronto. 203, the totals come all the way down to. Well, yeah, there you go. Toronto looks horrible as well. Nashville. I replied to AM with his juvie thoughts. Nelson did.
Yes.
He must have done that on Twitter or something, right, Nelson?
Yes, I read that. That was God, I don't even want to talk about the Juventus game. I knew they were screwed. As soon as Leon got that penalty, I was like, it's over. Juventus got to score 3 goals, and they weren't playing that great.
Right.
Yeah. That's a shocking one though, to see Juventus exit the Champions League to a team like Lyon. Lyon's not like, they're good, but they're not a high caliber team. They're definitely going to get smashed in the next round.
Right. All of his MLB profit he loses in the NHL. Yeah, geez, I didn't see any of that coming. You know, a lot of the time when betting on teams who are down in a series, it has a lot to do with the home ice advantage as well if they're down, and then the crowd really does play into it.
Yeah.
So I wonder, in all of these series where, I mean, not every time would they be at home when they're about to be eliminated, but lots of times that's the case. And so that wouldn't have been, didn't happen this year. So I just, I wonder how much that played into the whole thing for these teams that got eliminated, if it did at all. But you would think that, a lot do feed off the crowd, and it gets on the nerves of the visiting team and stuff, the crowd. And so.
Yeah, I don't know. But still, I looked at the Pittsburgh game yesterday. They're up 3-1.
Wow, we got this totals all the way down to 201.5, you guys. So after the first quarter, so there you guys go. What did I say it opened at? Was it 222.5?
Yeah.
Huh. Anyways, yeah, 201.5 is what I can get right now. Yeah, NHL equals parity, and it really feels like the NBA also equals parity. It does not feel like that the Bucks are so dominant, or any of these teams, although the Bucks looked really good in that fourth quarter last night.
Hey.
I don't know if there's going to get any more scoring here, though, is the thing. Maybe I'm going to wait and see how they respond here in the beginning of this second quarter. And if it keeps dropping, maybe it'll drop all the way to 180. You know? If the scoring keeps going like this, it will. It's already dropped over 22 points. In the NBA, too many of these teams are resting and don't want their players hurt. Fatigue has been a factor too. Yeah, there's so many different factors and different things that you got to take into account that you don't normally have to. No question about it. So yeah, I am looking at a possible live wager on the over in Boston-Toronto, but I'm still holding off a bit to just sort of see what they do in the first, see what the scoring's like here. The total opened at 222.5, and it's all the way down to 201.5. No, it's already gone to 203, so... So I am thinking that we rock this first half, boys. What do you think? Yeah. So then we can finish strong here. We got 12 minutes. Looks like the points are picking up. Boston already has 4 points in 45 seconds. Unbelievable.
They're on fire.
Oh, KC has tied that up. And there's a delay or something, I guess.
Yeah.
San Diego with a 2-0 lead there. Yeah, that Luke Weaver, he's a bit of a gas can. Blake Snell. So does he get the win? No. Not Snell. But still, that was Snell's best game in well over a year, probably. So, got any soccer picks, AM, for tomorrow morning that you want to give out? You can give out here now on air, and then you can post them officially later or something.
Let's see. I just kind of glanced at the games. I was going to look into them later tonight.
Thanks again for sitting in, brother.
Oh, thanks for having me on. It's always a great time. Love being on the show.
Yeah, the stream.
All right. So, I gotta look at the Barcelona-Napoli game.
Okay.
What's definitely
going on in that one?
think.
Nelson says he's here for one reason and one reason only, and it's not for me. It's for you. It's for you, AM.
Oh yeah. Nelson is a great guy. Had a few
Yeah, I
drinks
follow
with him at the
Nelson.
bar the one time. Oh,
Oh, really? Cool, man.
oh yeah, hell of a guy.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Both teams to score. He thinks both teams to score, or Barca -1.5. So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking at Barcelona. I don't think Napoli's that great. They finished out their season strong in Italy, but
Mhm.
they just missed out on the Europa spot next year. They're not even going to be in international competition. They might throw everything they have at Barcelona in this game because this is their only chance. They're not going to be in European competition next year. They're just going to be playing in the league. So this is that's why I wanted to look at the game. But
Mhm.
I'm definitely leaning Barcelona. They have so much more talent. But even near the end of Barcelona's season, they were drawing a lot more games. So definitely something I want to look at. I like Bayern Munich though to beat Chelsea. I think Bayern Munich is just too talented and too powerful for this mundane Chelsea team. They're not that
Right.
great. They're good, but they're good for England standards. Not really
So
compare them
Nelson
in
says
Europe.
Napoli fizzled after the Italian Cup. What do you?
Yeah. I think the Italian Cup was kind of like it's kind of a little boost for them, but I think they finished the season strong. They had like I think one loss going into the season. And they were in such a slump beforehand, before the pandemic break happened. That's the reason why they're not making it into a Europa or Champions League spot. They were just so bad
Mhm.
on their home field too. They were better on the road. So yeah, they set themselves up to fail, and they probably could have made a Europa spot, but
Mhm.
an even bigger surprise coming back from the pandemic, AC Milan was on fire. And that's the reason why Napoli didn't make it in because they got bested by AC Milan, which
They lost after.
might
Yeah.
they might be a better team. Napoli,
Well, Nelson's also saying he likes Bayern minus 2.5 and the
oh
over
yeah.
2.5.
Well, I don't know. I don't like taking -2.5. Bayern would probably destroy it. Like Chelsea's offense on the road, maybe they put up a goal. I don't know if they're gonna be scoring like crazy though. Bayern's the kind of team where they could put up 4 or 5 goals at home. They're definitely overpower this Chelsea defense.
Hmm.
Chelsea's defense can be spotty at times, and Bayern's offense is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
But with that great offense, they have a great defense too. So Chelsea is really going to be struggling to find the back of the net for sure.
So you'll just post these plays later on.
Yeah, there's actually a few European games. Belgium's back. I kind of like all the home teams in Belgium.
What'd you think of that? Did you guys look at that Colorado Seattle game? Senzatella. He's been really hot for Colorado.
Yeah, it's been good. Didn't really look at the game. Wasn't interested in it, but he's been good.
Hmm. All right, boys. This total has gone to 202.5. Belgium League. He's just going to tail you, AM. So any Belgium picks you put out, Nelson's just going to. Too many leagues to keep track of.
Loving the Royal Antwerp tomorrow to beat Escron. Royal Antwerp is they're such a good team. They might even be just as good as Club Bruges. They
Hmm.
were playing each other a few weeks ago in a cup match, and Royal Antwerp was such a dog, but they took like a 2-goal lead in that one. Royal Antwerp's a very good team. They were on the road in that one too. They're definitely a dark horse in this league. They heated up near the end of their last season too. So I believe this is the start of the new season because the way Belgium did it, they did it like Scotland and France, I believe. They just called the season
Hmm.
and they're just starting fresh now. Scotland has also restarted too. So definitely, I don't really like too many teams in the Scotland league. I just look for the Celtic and Rangers games. They're really talented teams in that one. It's easier to find value there.
So what's going on in Toronto here? They're just not playing well at all, eh? Bruges has dominated.
Yeah. Club Bruges was another team that I liked. Charleroi is a good team, but I don't know. They can be spotty.
Mm-hmm.
Club Bruges is just consistent. They won the league last year. They're gonna keep winning. They won it the year before.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that dominant kind of team in the league. And I like Standard Liège. Standard Liège is a good team. Their Cercle Bruges is garbage, so
The Scotland League, you have to go over all games for Celtic and the Rangers.
yeah, I like the Celtic Rangers games. It's really the only games worth capping. The other teams are not the greatest, so
Mm-hmm.
that one's another one where it's just a two-team dominated league.
So, Nick, did you take the over?
No, I haven't yet. I'm
Oh.
still just sort of looking at it and contemplating. Yeah, it's at 199.5 now. It's dropped below 200. Last game we took the Celtic at -3 and won. Wow. Hmm. 199.5. Think it's going to get any lower than that? It's back to 201.5 after that. AM, you won't agree. Okay, I'm going to bring this up on the screen here. AM, you won't agree, but think about it. Why is the French league in, then 2-6 in Europe? Portugal's league has a ton more competitive teams and produces more stars.
Look.
So processing the first thing he said.
Top 6, sorry, he meant. The French league in the top 6 in Europe.
Yeah, I don't know. The French league, there's honestly PSG is really like the only good team I think that can compete with European competition. Like Lyon, we saw beat out Juventus today, but like I said, Lyon's gonna get smashed in the next round. They're not amazing. They're a more defensive team. They try to keep the game low scoring. If too many goals start to happen in a Lyon game, they're not going to win that game. There's not. I see what he means. Portugal has Benfica and Porto that dominate the league, and I called Porto winning the league. A lot of my Portuguese friends didn't. They all on the Benfica train. This was back in October. I knew they were going to win the league, FC Porto, and Benfica just fell apart at the end of the season. But I still think they're just on par with Porto. Braga's a really good team. They have a good defense. They're starting to put up goals. Sporting CP, I think, was one of the hottest teams near the end of the season in Portugal. That I don't know how to pronounce it, but the Famalicão, they're another good team where they beat Porto. They beat I believe they beat Benfica to where they drew them, something like that. Like solid teams. They even have some good, like Pacos Ferreira finished near the bottom of the table. They didn't lose a single game coming back from the pandemic. They were just crushing teams. I think actually they lost one game to Porto, but it was a 2-1 game. They kept it so close, and they scored the first goal there. So I actually do agree. Portugal's got much better teams than France. France maybe has like Marseille and Lyon, Lee is pretty good, but again, Lee's another defensive one where they got to win their games 1 or 2-0, and if the score gets too high, Lee's going to struggle to find the net. You're not going to see Lee on the winning side of a 4-2 game. So yeah, actually, I agree with them. I think Portugal, they do have some better competition, and they should have some more spots for Champions League. It's not really fair how they do it, but they've readjusted it for this year, and I don't know if they're going to readjust it for next year as well. But yeah, they switch it up every few years. It's never the same. Like last year, I think Italy and England had like 7 spots, 4 for Champions League, 3 for Europa. Now it's just the 4 Champions League spots and the 1 Europa spot. So it makes the competition really more tough because you got to finish in the 5th spot now, as opposed to you can squeak in at 7 or 8. And then even the 6th spot is available, but it's a playoff spot. You really got to make sure. Then you got to go play teams just to qualify. So, yeah.
Well, the total's off the board here on this Toronto game now. Ian is the only one I can talk soccer with. No worries, man. We need you guys to talk lots of soccer. You guys are the experts for sure. I'm unable to do that with AM. So I appreciate that, Nelson, and all your participation on this. 100%. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, Nelson's a great guy. Nobody likes to talk soccer the way we talk it. It's always good to have somebody like that.
Yeah.
Even Al Mack, I knows his stuff for soccer. We were covering the Nicaraguan league for a little bit during the pandemic break, so it's always great. Right. It's always great to find guys that love to talk soccer.
Agreed, and I mean even the Rain Man.
Oh yeah, those were good times. He's an extremely good capper.
For sure. Yeah.
The angles he finds on the games, he knows his stuff for sure.
Yeah.
EJ's the real deal.
For sure. So, Connor McDavid. The NHL playoff simulation, that's right. It had the Oilers winning the whole thing. That's funny.
Well, that didn't work out too well. They need to do simulation.
They didn't make it in.
I'm looking at a simulation of Connor McDavid holding up the Stanley Cup with no fans in the stands.
Wow.
For NHL, I've been doing a lot of money line 3-way. Usually gives you plus money. Yeah. All right. So what has this total gone to? I just keep sort of procrastinating, and that, yeah, it did get down to 199.5 and opened at 222.5, I think is what I said. So, yeah, what a low scoring game there between Boston and Toronto, 38-23. Halfway through the second quarter. Huh. Took Van City, money line, 3-way for plus 180. So you took Vancouver. Okay, 204.5 now. Yeah. 204. Jeez. Got all the way down to 199.5. You know, the NFL games, I think, were my favorite live streams. I was trying to think, because this isn't like a a show. You know what I mean? A stream isn't like a normal sports show. You know what I mean? Like where you're sitting down and you have everything and you got to talk for 30 minutes and it's just bing, bang, boom, next. It's not like that at all. A stream is like, you're just sitting there, you know, we're trying to make live wagers and stuff and hanging out and talking and stuff. And so a stream is different than a traditional show, obviously. But yeah, it's about the audience participation more and trying to get the audience involved. And that's where 203.5. Yeah, I'm not getting one now. All right.
Get this.
What do you think, Dan?
About
Huh?
what?
Well, just about anything that's going on tonight. How are your picks looking?
Oh, not good.
Not the greatest tonight.
No,
Hey man, it's a difficult thing, and it's impossible to win every single night.
I had the Yankees. I had Pittsburgh. I had Edmonton. So
Nelson's loving the live betting. He's seeing 202.5 now. I'm trying to bring this up. Just not getting a line yet on the total or anything now. Uh, 201.5. Yeah. See, let's see if we can get it back down to 195. Then we buy. I think that's our buy number. But it's going to go back up.
yeah. What? Stop.
But yeah, this is about getting the content up on our channel, and once there's football, then we can start doing just the regular times again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the most fun, Mondays and Thursday nights, and yeah. And anything else? I mean, we could do content streams. I could be giving out sort of more free plays and stuff, and yeah.
Well, yeah. If there is football,
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Well, that's something we could talk about. Is you are going to Vegas, and I know that you are entering the Hilton contest.
Yes.
If so, I mean, obviously there's got to be some assurances if football isn't being played that money's going to be paid back for something, you know?
Yeah, I got a feeling. I'll find out when I get out there, but I got a feeling what they'll just say is, we'll just apply it to next year's contract.
Right.
Wait,
Agus Volpe link. I sent you the Discord link there, brother. Which link are you looking for, man?
I think that's
68.
But yeah, going out Monday and just hang out for a few days, relax, and get in the contest and see what happens.
Well, that's exciting. That's a big time contest, and I'll be pumped to follow along to the plays.
You know, it only takes once. Only takes a few good weeks, and
yeah, you got to kind of have some really good luck, and right, no matter what, to win a contest like that, there's got to be some luck involved somewhere along the way.
Yeah, you need a little bit of luck, a few backdoor covers, or
yeah, crazy last second things and stuff.
But I don't know. It'd be interesting, something different.
Yeah, I saw some other people taking the Raptors live at getting plus 350 and stuff a while ago. Do you think they can come back at this point?
The only problem is because I think didn't Milwaukee clinch yesterday?
Didn't Milwaukee clinch?
Clinch the first seed yesterday when they beat Miami. So you got the thing is,
Yeah.
I think Toronto right now is solid second. So second half will they give some players some rest?
Right.
So that's the thing. Thinking about can they come back? Of course they can come back, but you don't know if they might just start resting their players also.
199.5. 199 I see. Wow. Well, as I said, let's see if what did I say? 195 or 190? Just keeps coming down though. So 76 points. So they got to have a big second half here. I guess it's possible. 199, eh?
Well, right now it's about 120 something.
198.5. So just keep waiting here. So we're coming down here to the end anyways, and so I'll make a decision here once this is whether I'm going to do it or not, and before we go off air or stream.
You gonna pull out the coin? Flip the coin?
I want to see if it will come down more and if I made the right decision. 198.5. Oh, I said 180. Okay. I said 180.
Yeah, at one point you were talking 180.
Okay. All right. 180, yeah. That would have been nice. Wow, look at that Cincinnati laying a beating on Milwaukee. San Diego with a slim lead. The Shark, Samardzija, holding it down against Urias. And Senzatella escaped that bottom of the first. Huh. But the Leafs are on life support. So what are they going to say about Toronto and Edmonton? They're young stars, unable to deliver. Can't rise up to the moment. They aren't Sidney Crosby or Wayne Gretzky. Stuff like that. I took that first 5 under horrible and shocking from the Reds. $198.5. Nelson, thanks, brother, for coming out. But yeah, as I say, we had a lot more interaction and people hanging out when we were doing a regular stream. When you just don't even announce anything and you just come live out of nowhere. No one's paying attention. No one cares. You know what I mean? But it's more about getting the content up and just sort of keeping this going. this stream. It's not a show, it's a stream. Like, it's different from like a traditional sports show. We're not sitting down and cutting to commercials and stuff, and we're just hanging out. And so it's totally different.
So, AM, you still working all the time?
Oh yeah.
How many jobs you got now?
Just 2.
Just 2.
When I used to put live stream Raptors, Celtics, whenever I did that for the NFL, there would be like just so many people coming to look just because it said live stream, even just to see if the game was going, and they'd pop into chat and complain saying, "Where's the game? Where's the game?" Yeah. But that's not happening anymore. AM is like me, double duty. Well, $197.5. Yeah. I just don't think that they're going to score anything in the second half either, is the thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, gotta get that.
So, yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll look back later tonight and post in Discord and say, "Damn it, wish I took the over," but it just doesn't feel like that to me. Feels like, you think Toronto could come back on the money line? Imagine. What's going on with Toronto? Why are they getting beat down here by 20, basically? I'm not watching the game.
They're missing so many shots. It's like every time they shoot a 3, miss, and then the Celtics come back down the court and hit a 3.
What?
So, yeah, it's just...
What's the point of watching the game if you don't gamble on it? Well, exactly. Totally. Well, definitely how I feel now. I definitely would not be too interested in watching the game unless I had something on it.
That's how I feel now.
Well, yeah. What's the point of watching it? But yeah, no, I'm shocked about Chicago over Edmonton, Montreal over Pittsburgh. I'm not shocked about Arizona over Nashville, but I'm shocked over those two. And Columbus here, I guess I'm not totally shocked about that. They kind of Columbus got a lot healthier, has the better goaltending, maybe. Certainly playing a lot better. Toronto Stars are shut down completely. All right, guys. Well, this Boston-Toronto game is coming down to the end here. Of the first half, anyways. So, AM and Dan.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll just do another stream some other time soon, all right? Just whenever you guys want,
All right. Well, yeah, I'll try to hop on
sure.
or something. Short bit or something from Vegas.
That's right. So, AM, you should get in on that when Dan's in Vegas. We'll do a hit from, we'll talk about the Hilton contest.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Cool.
All right. You
Okay.
guys be safe.
All right.
All right.
Have a good
All right,
night,
boys.
guys.
Okay.
And
Take care. Later.
hopefully have some winners.
I agree.
All right,
Later,
later,
man.
guys.
Okay. All right. Thanks for joining for that stream. We didn't, in the end, make a wager there. I was really looking at that the over in that Boston-Toronto game. They do only have like 87 points right now in the first half. So let's just quickly, one last time, check the total on that. Yeah, it's back up to 199. I'm going to avoid that. I'm not positive that they're going to score in the second half at all. But yeah, we'll try to do some live wagering again some other time. So thanks for joining us. And until next time, take it easy.